This is Ju In Gong. His parents named him that, hoping he would become an important figure in the world. He stops at a game shop to ask the vendor if he saved a copy of his favorite game. The vendor brings out a copy of the game. The game was about heroes and demons. It was a game where you chose either to be the hero Locke or the eldest son of the demon king Zephyr Ragnaros. His obsession, the game called Night Saga, an epic tale of humans and demons he had mastered countless times. And it was also the first to release after VR. He got home and immediately brought out the game. He put on the VR headset and insert the game card. Tonight, he planned to play for 8 hours straight. The game began to load. After a bright light, a new character wakes up, not in a bed but on the floor of a shabby, unfamiliar room. He has white hair, pointed ears, and his eyes are wide with confusion. He stares at his own hands and is startled by their appearance. Suddenly, the door bursts open with a bang. A stern-looking man, Carrick, stands there. Carrick, are ya still sleepin'? Come on out. Don't ya know we're busy today? Shutra then thought, wow, an NPC just spoke to me. I can't believe this is so real. Shutra asked, alright. What's your name? Carrick, who thought the question was weird, then said, what? Ya already forgot my name. It's Carrick. Everyone's waiting for ya, Prince Shutra, so hurry. It was at this moment he realized he had been reincarnated as Shutra Ignis, the 9th prince of the Demon King. He then calls out his status screen. His stats were pathetic, all at a low 5, with his charisma at a meager 6. He was only level 1, and by all accounts, the weakest character in this new world. But he realized all hope was not lost as he had the conquest and protagonist setting adjustment, as he was trying to think about the skills Carrick them called him out. As he steps out of the tent, he is welcomed by a group of orcs. Shutra then asked Carrick why does it feels like there is a war. Carrick them tells him to stop the nonsense as he tells him they need to eliminate the lightning bastards. Shutra was shocked after hearing this. The orcs then heads out. So, because the lightning orc tribe formed a military for an uprising, I have to resolve this with the 7th prince and 8th princess. The scene changes to an outdoor path. Shutra then asked Carrick if they're only taking 10 people to war. Carrick them said they were only patrolling. He then Shutra if he had eaten anything yesterday as he was acting weird. Shutra just kept quiet as he stretched his hands and brought out his minimap, which is visible only to him. He then noticed there was a hidden path. He then convinced Carrick they should take the hidden path as the usual way will take forever. The orcs then began to walk past the forest and hills. Shutra is visibly exhausted, beads of sweat on his face, panting. Shutra was panting, his body not used to the physical exertion. At last they found the hidden door, leaving Carrick surprised. Carrick, who was concerned, then asked, but are you alright? You look really tired. Shutra, who was breathing heavily, replied, as if, how did you find this place? Are you a mage? Shutra then said, just follow me. As he was about to take a step, he immediately felt energized. He had leveled up due to walking a long distance. He immediately checked his status. All his stats has increased by 2 points and he even got 2 skill points. Carrick then called out to him to hurry up as they had broken the door and were about to enter the cave. Shutra then hurried over as he was excited for the journey ahead as he thought to himself, the protagonist has plot armor. As they were inside the cave, after walking for some time with the orcs, they found a bunch of treasure chests. The orcs were excited as they had struck gold. Only Shutra was not excited because the weapons were all above his level and strength. But anyways, he decided to take everything and store them into his inventory. He touched a sword and the sword dissipated and appears in his inventory. He then noticed there were enemies approaching in his minimap. He immediately alarmed the orcs to step back, but it was too late. The orcs were blown away by an explosion. The lightning orc tribe general emerged from the smoke and tells his subordinates to kill all of them. As a fierce battle began, Shutra began to think of what he should do in that moment. He sneaks behind an enemy and tries to kill him from behind, but his broke on impact. Shutra was shocked. The enemy turned back and began to chase Shutra. Shutra then fell down while running. Shutra's health drops dangerously low. The enemy emerged and attacks Shutra, but Carrick was able to block the lightning orc tribe enemy attack. He then tells Shutra to run away as he finds off the attacks. Shutra's hands were shaking. He then decided that this was enough and brought out the status menu. He began to search for a logout option. It was at that moment he realized he was trapped for real. In the distance, the lightning orc tribe general used his powers to lift stones and then used them to attack Shutra at an incredible speed. Shutra tries to dodge, but it was too late. After the explosion, Shutra began to lose his sight little by little. The lightning orc tribe general ran over to finish him off. His HP then hits 0. Shutra finds himself in a pitch-black void. He remembers being taken down by the orcs. At this moment he realized he might just be dead. A bright light appears. It was at this moment that a disembodied voice spoke to him and said, "You are the fated existence of this place. Conquer, enslave, and then rule." A majestic lady then stretched her hands to the battle in the cave. The Lightning Orc tribe are about to seize victory. The Lightning Orc tribe general who thought he had won the battle then said it was stupid of them to come into the cave in the first place, while he ordered his subordinates. A blinding light erupts from Shutra's body. The general, shocked by the event, asked how is he still alive. Shutra then stood up. The words, "You have acquired telekinesis LV.1 inches" appear, along with a new subclass, Knight of Conquest level 1. His health is instantly restored to full. At that moment the general asked his subordinates to kill him. Carrick, seeing the prince has woke up, ordered his group to protect the prince. This was it, an awakening. Shutra was no longer the weakest character. He was now the Knight of Conquest, a subclass with newfound strength. After receiving the skill he was able to use it like he already knew them. His allies, too, felt the surge of power, their strength overflowing. They were able to easily overcome their situation. The general, seeing the unbelievable tide of the battle, was shocked. He then used his powers to attack Shutra again. This time Carrick was also there to fend off the attacks. Shutra then said, "Go, Carrick. Don't let a single one escape." Carrick charged at the general without wasting any time and sliced off his head. The Lightning Orc tribe, who saw that their general had died, began to retreat immediately. Shutra leveled up 3 times in that moment. He was so happy. Carrick, who was still surprised by the buff he received, looks at the prince as he questioned if it was all because of him. Later that night, Shutra has already begun to accept reality. As he said, he was either trapped inside the game due to a bug, or this is actually reality just like in the novels he used to read, and mostly there was no censorship. He then began to contemplate. If he dies, does he die for real? Carrick then looks inside his tent and asked him if he had some time. Carrick takes him to the mountain and asked him for a sparring match. He tossed over a wooden sword and tells Shutra he hold back as much as he can. Shutra grabbed the sword and rushed over to attack him, but to Carrick's surprise, Shutra was a total noob. Carrick was so disappointed. In a single swing Carrick sent him flying. As Shutra dusted himself, the status window popped up. Basic swordsmanship acquired. As Shutra saw these, he realized he learned telekinesis after getting hit with the attack previously. As Carrick was about to end the match and head back, Shutra stood up and said he was just getting started.
Whoa.